you should tell me a little bit about yourself. This is kind of an amazing story.
Yes, it is an amazing story. I'm the Deputy Redevelopment Manager for the Racer Trust, and we're the entity that owns this property that sold it to M1. We own a number of properties here in the Pontiac area, formerly GM properties, and now under the umbrella of the trust. Very excited to be out here. This is a great opportunity.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Elliot Laws, and I serve as the Administrative Trustee of Revitalizing Auto Communities Environmental Response, or Racer Trust. And it's my pleasure to be here today to announce a major investment in the future of Pontiac, Michigan. This is an exciting day for Racer, M1 Concourse, the city of Pontiac, and car lovers throughout the state of Michigan. Several of whom are here, and you saw an amazing display of vehicles outside on your way in. I thought that was just fabulous. And we had heard that a couple of cars were going to be here for the event. I certainly wasn't expecting this type of turnout. And I thank all of the owners of the vehicles for being here. A little over 2 years ago, Racer Trust was created to help bring jobs and investments to communities who hosted dozens of former General Motors plants. And it was a challenge that we embraced because success meant helping cities and towns like Pontiac, which have been hurt by the GM bankruptcy and the general downturn in the automotive industry in the United States. Our mission at Racer is to work closely and cooperatively with communities, regulatory and economic development agencies, business leaders, and the investment community. Today we are excited to talk about a very unique investment that's going to be coming to Pontiac. This is our second time in Pontiac this year. We had an announcement last month in Pontiac where a lot of the same people here were able to come. And we're very pleased to announce that today will become the future home of M1 Concourse, which I said is a unique development that will feature a destination restaurant, an event center, and more than 325 secure, climate-controlled units for owners to store their classic vehicles and spend time with friends and other car enthusiasts. Soon we will be hearing from this gentleman, Brad Olshinsky, who saw the opportunity to bring this concept to life right here in Pontiac and in the state of Michigan, which is the heart of America's auto heritage. Before we begin, but continue, I'd like to fix the mic. And then take a moment to recognize a number of the distinguished guests who were able to join us. I have a list of people who we think are here, so if you're not here, don't say anything. If you are here and I miss you, I'm going to try and catch you at the end, so please don't feel offended. And please, when I mispronounce your name, just laugh it off. I've got some pronunciations here, but I know I'm going to screw it up, so please, I apologize. Oakland County is a tremendous partner in economic development, and we are very honored to have with us today County Executive Elvis Patterson, Deputy County Executive Matt Gibb, I believe Economic Development and Community Affairs Director Irene Spanos is here, as well as Deputy Director for Economic Development Dan Hunter. I don't believe any members of the county commission are here, so this is the first chance to correct me if I'm wrong. From the city of Pontiac, we welcome Mayor Leon Jakowski, Council members Mary Petola, Donald Watkins, George Williams, Hermit Williams, and Randy Crawford. Also welcome to have Emergency Manager Louis Schindler here as well. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard. We have Kalfani Stevens from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation. Glenn Konopasky, President of the Pontiac Downtown Business Association and Executive Director of Main Street Pontiac. we have President Donna Reed Demrose from the Pontiac Chamber. And I believe Economic Development Director from Pontiac Group, Joseph Sobertine, maybe not. If there was anyone I missed from the council, please let me know and we can recognize you. Thank you. Just before we begin, I'd also like to recognize part of my team, my redevelopment manager, Bruce Rasher, who worked very closely with Brad and his team to bring this deal to fruition. Our deputy redevelopment manager, Patricia Spitzley. I don't believe I saw Steve Black or Tom Kerr here. Nope. Grant? Nope. See, I don't even know when my folks are here. Is Sam here? Nope. Rick Zabaki, our chief tax officer, because we'll be getting this off our tax rolls and on his tax rolls. Thank you. In the last few months, Racer has had the privilege of announcing exciting transactions in communities such as Ontario, Ohio, Shreveport, Louisiana, Kansas City, Kansas, and again just last month here in Pontiac. It's a source of pride for the entire Racer team because the promise of these developments holds tremendous opportunity for the people of these communities because of the confidence shown by investors who are putting scarce and hard-earned capital on the line for something they believe in. We are honored to be a small part of an exciting new future in each of these communities. Now let's get to the people you really want to hear from. Our first speaker is L. Brooks Patterson, a legend in Michigan and national politics and for good reason. In his 6th term as county executive of Oakland County, he's creative, results-oriented, and a leader who oversees one of the most effective and efficient governmental bodies in the United States. He saw the need to diversify the Oakland County economy long before the turmoil that shook the auto industry, and as a result has helped Oakland County attract billions of dollars in private sector investment from leading-edge technology companies. His commitment to health and well-being has led to numerous successful initiatives and events that have raised awareness throughout Oakland County and the state of Michigan, and we are honored to have his presence with us here today. Please welcome Al Brooks Patterson.
Thank you very much, Elliot, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. This is probably the one the most exciting. I'm not saying that because we're here today. I've seen the video you're going to see. We're going to show that. Where? Oh, the street. Make sure you see that video up close first. Maybe you can run it a couple of times. It really does tell the story of what this car conduct called M1 Concourse is all about. I didn't understand it when I first messaged guys. They showed me the video. Not only do I understand it, but it's going to be an exciting addition to the whole Woodward Avenue. Certainly a Pontiac revitalization is going on right now. I don't need to say more. You're going to see the video, make up your own mind. I'm sure I want to be here the day it opens. It's going to be, I guess, about a year and a half maybe before we open. I tell you what, the dream crews are going to stop in Pontiac. They're all going to come in here and they're going to want to see what this is all about. It's going to garner national attention. Certainly going to be recognized statewide as a visitor destination right here in the city of Pontiac. I think Racer Trust, Brad and his colleagues are estimating at least 3,000 people a weekend will come here to see what is on display, what's in the car condos, and enjoy the restaurant. There'd be a mile-wide oval track. There's a lot to do here for the car buffs and car enthusiasts. And so,
our next speaker is going to be Pontiac Mayor Leon Jakowski.
You know, I live right next to the tracks. I don't even hear that. I'm not even used to it. This is a really a great day for Pontiac. I've been eating donuts across the street for almost 30 years. And so I've seen what has happened with this plant here. And I have to tell you, it was really a sad day when I saw this as bare cement. This is a difficult site to reuse, and I think a lot of us were thinking, gee, you know, what can you do with how many acres? 80 acres of concrete. It really takes some vision. And the nice thing about this is, once again, like we had several weeks ago, we've got the county, we've got the Racer Trust, we have private industry, everybody coming together and bringing investment back into Pontiac. And the best part of this one is we're opening our doors again to the communities to the south of us. We're going to revitalize and bring not only new entertainment opportunities for Pontiac residents, but also drawing people in from the surrounding communities, which is going to reintegrate us with the rest of the county. And that's something that is really, really going to help jumpstart Pontiac's economy. So to everybody that helped with this, I have a habit of not mentioning specific names because I always forget somebody. So my policy is thank you, everybody, and welcome to Pontiac. We're open for business again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Louis Schimmel. Governor Snyder appointed Mr. Schimmel, the City of Pontiac Emergency Manager in September 2001. He has a lot of experience and background in municipal finance, has served on numerous boards and commissions, and has authored several articles for trade publications and continually advised state and local officials on fiscal matters. Prior to becoming Pontiac's emergency manager, he was the executive administrator in the city of Warren, and has previously served as an emergency manager for the cities of Concourse and Hamtramck. He's worked diligently with the city and city council to restore financial health to Pontiac, and we are pleased that racers were able to play a small part in this great city's financial recovery, which Mr. Schimmel has helped. Please welcome Louis Schimmel.
I'm not going to repeat what the two previous speakers have said. I just say ditto to everything that he said. I agree with all of that. I think the only thing I would like to add is that there were three people that really spent a lot of time on this effort. One is a guy by the name of Brad Hems, for your county out there, who's done a terrific job, spent a lot of time with it. James Sabo in our building department, he has spent an incredible amount of time on this. And of course, Joe Sabota, a young guy that has been with me in various places. He drives us all crazy, but he's so good we can't get rid of him because he's just a dynamo of a guy. Those three people spend an incredible amount of time on it. And I guess the only thing I want to tell you in addition to that is when Brad came in to see us, and you know we have a lot of people come through the city more lately, thank goodness, that are very interested in doing things in Pontiac. But when Brad came in, it wasn't just another guy with another idea. In the very short visit we had with him, I said to myself when he left, I said, you know, that guy's serious. I think he actually is going to do what he told me. And sure enough, in a very short period of time, I think, Brad, since you brought this thing to us, here we are. So we really appreciate, I'm sure everybody here, council, mayor, and everybody, and all of us here are really excited that you would do something like this in the city of Pontiac.
Thank you, Lou. And now that brings us to the man of the hour. I know your kids are down here getting ready to heckle you, but Dan's done real good. Brad Olshansky, who saw in this piece of land a very unique destination for car enthusiasts and a new gateway for the city of Pontiac. He's in many ways the classic American entrepreneur, someone who is constantly imagining, constantly innovating, and constantly acting on his best ideas. He gave up a successful career as a corporate executive attorney, become the first president of Big Communications in Detroit. His ideas and strategy led to a 30 to 40% annual growth for each of 4 years, and the company became so strong that in 2008 he negotiated the acquisition of the company by Meredith Corporation, which retained him as CEO. At Big Communications and later at MXM Health, he was a leader in innovative research-based marketing, management, and brand integration, and because of his instincts and understanding of market demand, we are here today. Racer Trust, the city of Pontiac, Oakland County, and we hope all of you believe in this project, and we're eager to watch Brad's dream unfold and infuse South Pontiac with new economic energy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce Brad Olshansky.
Thank you, Elliot, and thanks to all of you who made it here today for the exciting announcement. You've heard a lot about what this project means for Pontiac and hopefully the region. Let me just add to that how this project came about. I'm a car guy. I grew up around classic cars. I went to car shows and I hung out at Woodward. In recent years, I noticed the car scene is very disjointed and disorganized around Metro Detroit. And I also observed that the areas along Woodward, where we all want to hang out, are not built for us. They are not large enough for more than a handful of vehicles to congregate. And worse, the retailers think we are bad for business, and the police often push us out of the parking lots. At a larger level, I also constantly heard, sorry, Sheriff. Roll call, please. And we're, at a larger level, I also constantly heard the same stories from many car guys about their storage problems. Most of us either want or need to get our cars out of our houses. Many have cars stashed in buildings all over town, oftentimes in places where the cars just aren't easy to get to and enjoy. And a lot of people have said they would buy more cars if they had more storage. So I started looking at other cities known for their car scenes. I found racetracks, drag strips, museums, theme parks, and car storage solutions of many varieties, including car condos. I also talked to hundreds of enthusiasts, designers, engineers, executives, folks from the OEMs and aftermarkets, and many car magazines as well. All of the project elements on the master site plan you see in front of you somewhere came out of those discussions. And as a result, our plan incorporates proven components from successful venues around the world. I think we have a little problem with queuing the video, so the video will be live on our website. I think it's live right now. The new website launched as we sit here. So check it out, see the full video, and you'll be able to see the whole thing. As you can see, we have a grand vision for M1 Concourse to become the largest car enthusiast center of its type in North America. And this is the perfect place for it. We're the motor capital of the world. There are 50,000 classic cars within 60 mile radius of the site, and exponentially more car enthusiasts. And we believe M1 Concourse will meet the needs of virtually all auto enthusiasts, whether they be car condo owners who want a place to store their vehicles and hang out with their friends, the general public who need a venue to stay and display their vehicles without being pushed out of the parking lot, families who want a safe, convenient, and fun place to enjoy the car culture, and industry partners who want to engage with their current and prospective customers. We're optimistic that we can see this project through to the finish line, and we need your support to make it a reality. Please take a moment to go to our website and register to receive future updates and to access a reservation form for those of you interested in being one of the first car condo owners. The list is already growing rapidly. Also, check out and like our Facebook page, which also launched last night. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without the cooperation and support of many, many people. So bear with me while I thank a few of them, and I'm going to use everyone's names, so I'll try that. First of all, my wife and my family, who are all here today, for their support and encouragement. My business partner, Larry Smith, who's here in the second row, being quiet. The team from Racer Trust, most notably Bruce Rasher, Grant Trigger, Patricia Spitzley, and Elliot Laws. The extremely cooperative, enthusiastic, and helpful City of Pontiac team, including Mayor Jakowski, Emergency Financial Manager Lou Schimmel and Jim Sabo, Joe Sabota, as well as the City Planning Commissioners. Pontiac City Council, especially Councilperson Patrice Waterman, who couldn't make it here today, but sends her regards and expression of support for the project. And the other council members that are here today, thanks for coming. Oakland County, including Brooks Patterson, Matt Gibb, Irene Spano, Stan Hunter, and everyone in Oakland County Economic Development and the Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. Also, the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, the Sheriff Bouchard, and Commander Timmy Atkins, especially. The folks from Michigan Economic Development Corporation, especially Doug Smith, Stacey Esbrook, Kalfani Stevens, and Nate Scramlin. The team from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. All of our advisors, including our architects, JPRA and Art Green Design, our lawyers at Cott Sangster, Mark Jacobs from Dykema, our environmental consultants, SME, and our financial consultants, Plant Moran. As you can tell, it costs a lot of money and it takes a lot of time to get to this stage. The amazing creative team of Downtown Group, who helped put this event together in record time. George Levy, John DiCircio, Sheldon Cohn, Ed Mangino, Mike Manaseri, and Phil Berg, and Jeremy Gasho put together those great animations we just watched, and you'll see on our site all of them. The M1 Concourse Board of Advisors, including Casey Crane, Gordon Heidecker, Brian Baker, Lee Carducci, Dick Winkles, and Jim Taylor are all here today, and thank you for joining us. The team from Haggerty Insurance, I see the blue shirts, who've been very enthusiastic and supportive from the beginning, as well as our other strategic partners. You'll see some of their names on the board. I'm not going to repeat them all, but we appreciate everyone's support in making this event a success and their interest in the project on a going forward basis. The many amazing advocates for positive change in Pontiac, including Pastor Doug Jones and Bob Want, to name a few. I'm not going to name everybody, but there's an amazing group of people trying to continue to revitalize Pontiac. And most of all the car enthusiasts here today and in around Metro Detroit. We think it's only fitting that on this historic car site, on this historic road, in this historic car town, we're going to build what we intend to be the best collector car gathering place on the planet. M1 Concourse truly is every car lover's dream come true. So I want to say thanks to everybody and have a great night. Appreciate you all coming.